Welcome to this short video. So something that I see a lot of as a coach, player, and fan of roller derby is blockers that go down to two skaters on the track just fall apart. Uh, Jammers just smoking them lap after lap. Um, very little success as two walls, or very rarely achieve success. So something that I learnt a while ago, um, just as part of just catching techniques, is as a blocker, if you have space and you feel comfortable, that's not a good thing. So in this example here, on the board here, if I'm in the yellow team and I've got the purple jammer approaching, I don't want to move away from the opposing blockers to give myself space, particularly if there is in fact a a fourth blocker there who's able to play offense on us. Because if we give them space, we give this offensive skater room to move around and do whatever they will. What you want to do, and I've got a little example video to show as part of this, is you want to move and be as close to that defensive tripod as possible. This is something I coach a lot and talk to skaters that I skate with about a lot. So you want to set yourselves up. You pick a side basically. Um, if you're set up like this, chances are the jammer is going to approach and then start to make a move towards this lane. That's fine. Um, all you then do is slip across this way. This jammer, there's some things they could do, but this video is not about that. This is just about the blockers. And then these blockers here will maneuver and make a catch. So the idea here is this blocker here will make a catch and they'll move back towards within the inside of the opposing ball's blockers and make a catch at this point here. So what that effectively does is it uses the other opposing jammer's defensive wall to your benefit. And if you catch the jammer well enough and get them in your nook, you can absolutely, we'll see if this board will do it, you can absolutely push them in towards their own blockers and try and create an opportunity for your own jammer to come around the space that you create. Again, there are absolutely things that the purple jammer could do in this instance, such as sorries and whatever they want to do, but that's not about this. And often the mindset of the jammer when they're against a two wall is they become very, very confident and they don't start thinking about these small things that could go against them. So it is and can be a big advantage. So I'll show a video quickly of just this in motion. Excuse me. So again, I've just been watching, I'll just mute this. I've just been watching this back because I can't even remember playing in these games. I just got back from overseas a few hours before. And anyway, so we've got two defensive blockers at the front and we're set up nice and tight there to the defensive three wall. We catch and then I maneuver the jammer in towards their own blockers and then we get a pretty big advantage there. And this is 2 versus 3, we manage to effectively enable our jammer to um, catch up. So just go back there. What's that? 43. So we'll just watch that again. So there's a few things that change here. So black has just lost a few defensive blockers. We're very fortunate that no one tried to stop us and allow us to get to the front. We're set up and we catch nice and close to the wall. We drive the green jammer into their own wall. And again, we try and get back to the front so we can do the same, but it didn't really work out for us that time. But in any case, pretty successful two wall, I would say. So yeah, so try that as a two wall. Even if there's an offense on the track, give it a go. It's much better than just standing 5 foot, 10 foot in front. In that video that I just showed, um, the green jammer there is an extremely strong skater, very, very skillful. Um, if we were to give them space, we would have been cooked. Yeah, either by the footwork or we would have found ourselves lying on the floor within a few seconds. So yeah, try it out with your team, see how it goes. One way to practice it, obviously you can practice it, this maneuver in sprint scenarios, but I'll just show on the board because it is something that's very easy to teach, and muscle memory in skating is very important, particularly in high pressure situations. You don't want to be arguing with someone about, oh, hey, let's do the thing. You want to be both on the same page, so you both know what's happening. So a way to practice this is the purple pivot there on the track. You can just replace them with a cone or make a triangle to replicate a tripod. And then you get your jammer to approach at speed, maybe give a 10, 15 foot run up. They approach at speed, and then they're going to choose a way to go around the tripod. So they might choose at the last moment to go to the outside. And then what the two blockers do is they slide across and then they move back into that space to catch. And then they just, do the catch. It's all about the catch. If you can get a really, really nice catch on, even as a two wall, if you can slow their jammer down for 5, 10, 15 seconds, it's it's a win. It's good stuff. So I might, just because I am recording, let's come back here and we'll see if we can show the technique of the catch. So here we go. So we'll slow the video half the time. So there we're set up. You can see there we're set just behind, Butcher 5'8" is set just behind the brace. So we're not expecting the jammer to take the outside here. We are expecting that they would take the inside, but we'll play on. I'll slow it down a little bit more. So we'll go 0.25. So you can see we've got a link there. So we are bracing off one another. This is important because when you step back, because you'll see the footwork here of the black pivot, we're stepping back into the jammer. So we're not receiving the jammer's hit, we're stepping back into them. But not illegally, we're stepping back into them, receiving the hit, but not allowing them to hit us. So time goes on. You can see at this point here, so just as we know for sure that the jammer is going to take that route, getting the feet into position, so the feet there, whoop, and then we're stepped back and taken the hit, caught the jammer in the nook, so just in there on the lats, on the long part of the body, the arms out. So the arms out, so when you catch the jammer here, when the jammer, in this case on the video, starts to run towards the inside line, having your arm there and the jammer in this space, they're effectively going to take you with them over to the inside line. As you start to feel that momentum and you start to go with them, which you'll see when I hit play, you'll see the skater who's got the catch start to drive the jammer towards the line. A lot of the time, jammers will react and they'll think, well, I've got some speed here. Geez, I'm going to beat these blockers to the inside line. And they'll start to also pick up momentum. So we'll play along here. So you can see inside there, the arms across the arms legally across the jammer. The jammer's gone into their wall, and then the block continues. You can't really see too much after that. Now, one of the other key things here, this video is getting a bit long now, so I'll try and wrap it up, but it is an important point. We'll speed it back up because we don't want to watch it again in slow motion. If you watch the jammer, the black jammer is very calm and composed here. They're not stressing out. They're very level-headed. They're okay with being caught. So you can watch the jammer. They come in, but yeah, they're moving around a little bit. Actually, they didn't get caught at all. A bit too good for the example. But if the jammer is caught, so if the jammer is stuck and engaged on the tripod and they're caught, as a 2-wall, don't worry too much about it. It is a benefit. As a jammer, just consider that you're in a position, keep the 3-wall stagnant. So if you do see your 2-wall come back and set up on the front of the wall, don't start to work your 3-wall from one side to the other to make it harder to catch them. Just see how it goes, let your 2-wall set up, get the catch of the opposing jammer, and then see what opportunities they might be able to create. Thanks for watching. Video here I found of the 2-wall catch. So, and all this happens very, very quickly. So black 5/8 just received a penalty. We've got a power jam at the moment, but we've also got the green jammer about to return. We quickly get into our shape, and then we catch. Honey Badger there's done an amazing job on the inside line to perform that catch. And not only did we get the catch, but we've also got our jammer out. So I'm just going to play that again because I think that's a good example. The reason that we swapped over in positions is so that we could fit within our set formation of our wall. So we, as a defense, will have a set 3. So I'm just going to play that, and then I'm also going to slow it down a little bit so you can see the footwork and the body positioning that Honey Badger used in that example. So I'll slow it down to 0.25 in a moment. So he's all alone at the moment. He's watching and he's calling for me to come and join him. He's getting into a really good position there. And then we're set up. We're going to swap here. I don't know if I've made the right move there, to be honest. I probably shouldn't have. Caused a bit of confusion. But nevertheless, Honey Badger's made a great move here. You can see there he's got a cord on the nook, got his arm out. Brilliant positioning, pushing their jammer into their wall, which has created space on the inside line for RPG. Absolutely textbook, fantastic. Like that is an amazing example. Just working together, keeping the jammer at bay, slowing them down for a few seconds to burn time for our teammates in the bin. And we can see there that our jammers, black jammers, nearly made their full pass around the track, which has limited our exposure to receiving offense during that time as well. So I think we got away with a bit more than we should have there, to be fair. I think I destroyed the pack there, didn't know about it. Anyway, that's an example of that two-wall catch. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and yeah, enjoy. I might just watch this for a bit longer on there on my own. This jam was very quick actually, so they've um, just had a bit of unfortunate luck there, so we might have another two-wall catch there. No. Oh, he's nailed me. That looked like it hurt. I think I've gone to pick up my pride there maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Adios.